And here we are, the Celtics facing off against the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals for the third time in 4 years. I bring that up because it's time for the Forsberg War.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Forsberg, you've got some optimism for us why the Celtics should be headed back to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
right?
I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you feel pretty good coming into this series. And here's the 4 numbers that just kind of really make me feel good about the Celtics' position in this series and why they should take care of business. We start coming off that montage. We have to do it. 1.34 points per minute for Jayson Tatum since the last 5 minutes of Game 6 and straight through Game 7. Look, I'm just doing simple math. 63 points divided by 47 minutes, but he was awesome.
Impressive stuff.
Plus 44 during that span. Makes me think about Robert Williams when I say 44. So I love what Tatum is doing out there. It felt like a different swag or a different confidence about him in that stretch. Like he knew, as bad as he was for most of Game 6, he had to go up a level, and he got him to the finish line of that one, and it just snowballed right into Game 7. We know how Jayson Tatum tends to be, limping into the series, limping into games. I need him aggressive from the start. His numbers against Miami this season were phenomenal. 30.5 points per game, something like 48% field goal percentage, 40% from 3 almost. So, you get that, Jayson Tatum? I don't know how the Heat are staying with you if he's scoring points like that.
He and Jaylen, very good against the Heat in the regular season. All right, what's number 2?
Number 2 is 19.8, and that is what Boston's net rating is with the double big lineup, which they are sticking with tonight.
I knew you were going to get Robin
obviously, I'm going to shoehorn him in every single number if I can. So, here's the thing. I was a little conflicted. The Celtics go to it in Game 6, and I think to myself, wasn't great during the regular season. Didn't play a lot of minutes, but will it work on the biggest stage of the season? And it did. So, credit to Joe Mazzulla for having confidence in those guys. I was really worried that that group struggled for whatever reason defensively during the regular season. It did not struggle in the postseason. So, Rob just allows everybody else to play a little bit more free, a little bit more engaged. Al can focus on his matchup, and you know you got that big safety net in the back. So, I want to see how it goes at the start of the series. There's some mindset to the more spacing you have, the more shooting out there, the better against the Miami Heat. But I just think Rob has got them energized. You feel it in practice, right?
No question. As Joe continues to tell us, Rob just brings a joy to this team when he's out there on the floor. And I like that they got back to their defensive identity. That is what got them to the NBA Finals a season ago. And that is the Celtics team that I want to see on the floor.
You know Rob brings me joy.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah. Every day.
Every day.
Every single day, every single possession. Yeah.
All right.
Next?
Third number?
Yep.
12.3. That is Boston's turnover percentage in the postseason this year. That is down 3.4% from last year. Look, I still have a little bit of PTSD from last year against Miami and especially against the Warriors in the finals. Celtics were terrible with ball security in those instances. One of the biggest keys to this series is going to be value the basketball, get good offensive possessions, and don't let Jimmy Butler get out running in transition and have easy buckets and feel good about himself. If they take care of the basketball, their half-court offense has been phenomenal this year. The Miami Heat has not. So they're going to have to find unique ways to score against Boston, and it all comes back to Rob and the defense. I don't understand how, if everything is clicking for the Celtics, how Miami can hang with this team. But you can't give the ball away. You can't. If you're gonna turn it over.
Easy on him.
Remember when LeBron was with Miami? We used to say, kick the ball 5 rows deep, because at least you get to set your defense. No live ball turnovers. For me, that is all that matters. If they start turning the ball over, I'm going to get very angry on this program.
Live ball turnovers. Very, very bad. All right, we got one more.
One more, 39.4. That is what opponents are shooting against Jaylen Brown this postseason. Now think about this. Jaylen has taken on the task of, we have a drum line going through, of course. Jaylen has taken on the challenge of defending James Harden, DeJounte Murray, all these elite scorers in the start of the postseason. I think he can be especially key now going up against Jimmy Butler. Like, I want that matchup. Let Jaylen be a superstar as a defender. I think he could really benefit from just kind of taking on that challenge. I know everybody wants superstars to score. Jaylen, to me, can just be super impactful on that end. His old fishing buddy, Jimmy. Remember when they went away for a summer? They're playing Luke Bryan in the car and everything. I am ready.
I don't remember that. That happened?
I'll pull it up on Instagram later.
Wow.
I need that Jaylen Brown to be motivated to go up against another elite superstar, playoff Jimmy, and find a way to take him. That number, by the way, 39.8%, 7.6% less than expected field goal percentage. That is an elite number. Jaylen Brown is doing it on both sides of the court, Abigail. And thank God that drum line just kept moving.
Especially in the first quarter, Forsberg. Elite job playing through the drum line. Well done.